It's a new month. We're now in the month of July, so it's time to rank all four June 2022 releases that I saw from the worst to the best. Coming to last place at number 4 is Hollywood Stargirl. Now, just because it's in last place doesn't mean I didn't like the movie. I like this film well enough. It's just the ones higher on this list are better. This is just simply a film that I'm not going to go back and watch again. I found it charming enough the first time I watched it, and considering I wasn't a fan of the first movie, I found this film a huge improvement writing-wise. But it's just not a movie I feel the need to go back and rewatch, and honestly, I don't really have that much to say about it. Number 3, Jurassic World Dominion, an incredibly unfocused conclusion to the Jurassic Park series. The film's main plotline doesn't revolve around continuing the ideas set up in the previous film. Can man and dinosaur coexist? No, instead we get a plotline about an evil corporation unleashing mutant wasps so they can control the world's food supply. And even before we get to that plotline, we get another plotline about Owen and Claire's kid and their pet raptor being kidnapped, so they go on a rescue mission. And there are a lot of cool ideas that aren't explored, such as dinosaurs being sold in the black market and how the world governments deal with dinosaurs now living in the wild. Seeing the cast interacting with each other is fun, but the film's plot is incredibly unfocused and doesn't even really feel like anything's been resolved by the end. Number 2, Lightyear, a film that expects us to buy into the premise that this was a movie that Andy saw as a kid that made him want the Buzz Lightyear toy. Fair enough, except this means this film would have had to come out in the 1990s. And it doesn't feel like a film that came out in the 90s, it feels like a film that came out this year, 2022. Instead of embracing the 90s sci-fi cheese, it takes itself way too seriously. Instead of keeping the appeal of the Buzz Lightyear character of him being a spoof of action hero archetypes, it instead makes him very serious. And honestly, all the characters in this movie, including Buzz, are very forgettable, the one exception being Socks the Robot Cat. The film is awkwardly paced, and the twist ending regarding the villain is stupid. The film misses out on any potential it could have had, instead choosing to play it very safe and doing the bare minimum of anything. And coming at first place is Elvis, a fascinating biopic with fantastic performances, a great soundtrack, great commentary, and a movie that has definitely potential for next year's Oscars. Austin Butler disappears into the role of Elvis. The film captures the time period of the film really well, and the film book glamorizes Elvis while at the same time being a cautionary tale about the price of fame and the dangers of show business. I thought it was a very interesting movie that provides everything you'd want in a film of this type, so it comes in at number 1. So go ahead and share your ranking of the June releases that you saw, and I will see you next time.